This wormhole sucks! I hate dying!
I'm falling endlessly!
Oh my god!
I can't stop falling! There's flames everywhere!
Why do we always get sent to hell?
I thought we had lived a good Christian life.
Artie, I raised you Christian, but I never practiced it. You never do either.
We're falling to our hell death. Hold on, Brenda, here comes the ground. Oh, shit.
Ah! Oh god, I hope that didn't hurt my baby. I hope that didn't hurt my baby.
Oh my god.
Oh, you okay in there?
Yes, hello.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm Sunbury. I run the first level of hell.
Oh, you run this place? Could you maybe point us into the direction of Latricia?
Oh, you want to see Latricia, huh? What for? You got a welcoming gift?
Do I need a reason?
If you want to see the big lady, you're gonna need a reason, sister. You don't get to just see the big lady. Now listen here, you think you're hot shit because you knew Shaan well.
Can you please calm it, Sunbury? You're getting overly aggressive with me. I didn't do anything wrong. I just died. Can you give me a little bit of sympathy?
You're right. I'm sorry. I just got on the offense.
Plus, I'm pregnant. I'm just moody because I'm pregnant.
If you say so, but there's a lot of rules down here.
Rules?
And if you want to see Latricia, even if you got a history with her, you're going to have to get through all 7 layers of hell, or you're going to have a better reason than just wanting to see her.
Well, who died and made you? Fucking Lucifer's little goon. You're just a goon. You're nobody. You're not Latricia. You'll never be Latricia. You work for her. Who cares? She's...
Well, one day somebody's gonna overthrow Latricia, and when they do, old Sunbury's gonna be right there.
Oh, well, I guess you would... So your plan is to overthrow Latricia, the person you're working for. You just admitted to me. Now, if you show me where she is, maybe I won't mention that fact that you want to overthrow her to her.
Well, she would never believe the likes of you anyway, you cowardless human.
Is she not omnipotent? What's that word, Artie? Omnipotent.
Omnipotent, like Shaan, she didn't have omnipotency. Hey, you better quit it with that omnipotent word. That might as well be what, like, saying the N-word down here. Latricia's not omnipotent, no. Keep it out of your mouth, see? It's one of her biggest insecurities, huh?
What? So why do you care so much about this woman that you want to overthrow someday? Why do you care about her?
Well, you got a point. It's mindless authoritarianism that I'm just loyal to. She wants hell to rise up to earth. With her angels, with her demons, she wants to rise hell to earth.
What?
And I agree with her on that.
She wants to rise hell to earth?
She's going to take over Earth and run it as hell.
I don't think that would be a good thing because it's hot as fuck down here, honestly. You guys keep the temperature, and it's already way too hot on Earth. The Earth won't survive.
Yeah, have you heard about global warming? I mean, this guy's a dumbass. Yeah, well, we don't give a fuck about global warming. We're gonna rise it up, we're gonna raise the temperature, we're gonna bring the demons to the Earth, and we're gonna ruin it.
Why?
Why not?
Get the fuck out of my way, dude. Let us through. Okay, we're gonna go find it on our own.
Oh, you're not getting past me without a good old boss battle. Fight! Be careful, Brenda. He looks like he's strong. Tap me in if you need me. I'm just going to be over here being quiet.
How do I tap you in?
I think it's an R1 situation, like R1 and then maybe
I'm pressing R1. Nothing's happening.
Well, I'm not available right now.
This button, right?
Yeah, it's the R1 button.
Oh, yeah. You don't know the fucking... Okay. How am I gonna do a boss battle?
All you gotta do is mash the buttons. Just mash the buttons. We'll get through this.
I'm just... Kung Fu!
Hey now, watch out. You better watch out. I can make your life a living hell.
Oh, yeah? Well, I just pressed start and now I know the combination of things I have to do a bicycle kick!
Oh! Yeah, well, how do you like this? I've got an easy fatality. L2R2, have a taste of my Tommy gun.
Blocked! I'm blocking!
Yeah, well, I missed all your bullets. Might have missed you, but they missed me too.
Brenda uses her vagina water attack. Oh! Artie, rub it, make it squirt on it.
Oh, you think I've never had cum on the face, huh?
Well, your health bar's in the yellow, so.
Yeah? Well, watch this.
Oh no, it's one of those! Oh no!
That's right, baby. Power up.
I have half a health bar and you just glug the potion and... Oh.
And guess what, baby? There's no way you can get these potions unless when I throw them at you, you press A at the last second. Ha 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 ha!
Artie, I'm gonna tap you in. I don't know the controls that well to do that. You're gonna have to take the next part of the battle.
Oh God, I don't know if I can do this. Okay, Mr. Sunbury, is there any way we can just, have a nice draw and give up on the battle? Press start and maybe, try this battle at a different time.
Artie, I don't see exit anywhere in the menu.
Yeah, it's kind of, is there any way to exit? No, there's no way to exit the battle. Once you start the battle, you picked a battle with Sunbury, you're gonna have to get through the battle with Sunbury.
This is bullshit. Artie, kick his ass!
Hey! Oh! Hiya!
Oh,
Hey,
Artie coming at him with the combos.
Boom! Boom! Hi! Hey! Oh!
Artie ain't using those special attacks. He can beat you with his fucking fist and his kicks.
Get your hands off my devil's horns! Oh! You broke my horns!
They cut his health bar to 3/4. He's in the orange.
I'm going to try to rub it. I'm going to try to ram it into his heart.
Get him before he can use a potion, Artie.
Oh! You think you're gonna get it in my heart that easy? I can't believe you got old Sunbury. It ain't gonna be easy for you. You think I was hard? Well, old Sunbury was just level number 1. You done fucked up, humans. I could have been your ally, but you broke my horn off and rammed it through my heart when I wasn't looking. And now
Jesus,
my battle is at 0.
This cutscene doesn't stop, Artie.
Sunbury's gone. Tell Latricia I love her.
Oh my God.
Well, that was an absolutely wild battle. I can't believe we won.
Hell is awesome.
It's a lot like Mortal Kombat, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of weird how maybe, I don't know, maybe the person who made Mortal Kombat's been here. It's a nice place.
Yeah, I never thought about that. You think he'd come to hell, possibly. It is kind of nice over here, now that Sunbury's gone, maybe we could, set up shop here and wait for Shaan. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of weird that we just had an entire boss battle and Shaan is still like, what the hell is he doing? I hope he's not sucking your dick or something.
Well, he better not be caught up in the suicide part of hell, since he said that he was going to have no problem getting out of there.
Oh. Well, fuck yeah, I guess we should just set a base camp here next to these fiery molten lava rocks. I mean, it's a nice place. Look, a lava waterfall right over there. I already like it.
That's really lovely. Do we have our cell phones in the afterlife? Check your pockets. I don't have mine.
No, in fact, I wasn't even thinking about my body, but, this'll do. It's not like heaven where, at least I hear about heaven. You get the best part of your body that you ever lived in. But in hell, I'm the exact same. So that means how I was when I died was the worst I ever looked. In the eyes of Latricia. That just hurts my feelings.
That's really sad, I feel like I've looked pretty much the same. What do you think? Does that mean the same thing for me?
I think so.
That's not very nice, considering she kidnapped me and had made me have sex with her for, a few episodes at the beginning of this series.
Oh, you think just because you did something 5 years ago at the beginning of whatever just started happening to us that was this weird, you think just because something like that happened, Latricia's gonna show you mercy? She stole our fucking baby.
You're right. She did take our child. I don't know what, and she's probably turning him into some kind. She wants to make him into the Antichrist and use him to destroy the world, and
she wants to bring hell to earth. Like, stupid
so
idea.
Good.
We need to stop these stupid ideas.
I know, and honestly though, she's right about one thing. If anybody's going to steal the hearts of the entire world as the Antichrist, it's absolutely Johnson.
You think?
Oh, absolutely. He's a shoo-in to be everybody's favorite baby. He's so sweet, he's so gentle, and now he's paralyzed, so all of this has changed.
Yeah, I guess he probably is already one of the most famous babies in hell.
Oh, for sure. Hey, let's ask these people. Hey, have you heard of Johnson? Anybody heard of the new Antichrist?
Oh yeah, of course we know about Johnson. He's the best baby in hell.
Any idea of how to get to him?
I personally don't think that, the royal baby in hell is something that we should be talking about all the time.
And what do you think we should be talking about?
I don't know. There are more important issues here in hell, like the heat, that we need to be talking about.
Well, they're doing that
Instead,
on
we're
purpose.
just sitting here talking about some famous devil's baby, Antichrist. Well, maybe we should be talking about some change down here.
Well, we are that devil baby, Antichrist, Earthside parents. Okay?
Well, in that case, we should sit right now and have a conversation about it. Maybe we should have, some little battle like you just had, but I don't want to have no more battles.
Oh, I'm not gonna have a battle with you. You're nobody. You were just over there in the background until I called you up, so you don't even need to say anything else.
You know what, Mr. DeCathleen, I want to let you know I am a demon, and you just got on my bad side. So, I'll be, you staying here long? You staying here?
Well, it seems to be until the eternity is over, so yeah.
Yeah, well, if the story provides, I will be back.
Whatever. Goodbye. I'm going
See
to
you
go
later.
over here now. Fuck you. I don't know, that guy, he said he knows about Johnson, but he was a real fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't know why you're always talking to strangers. I hate when you invite them over here. Why are you talking to these weird people? Of course they have...
Well,
they're ugly!
There are hellmates. I mean, they are the people we are going to spend eternity with if Shaan ever doesn't show up.
Well, I don't want to interact with the other hellies. Like, do you not want to spend an eternity with your mother?
Well, of course I want to spend eternity with you.
Well, why are you trying to involve everybody else in your eternity?
Maybe they had some information about how to get us to the 7th layer of hell in Latricia's headquarters quicker.
Okay, Artie. Whatever. You can flirt with whoever you want to, but, the second I talk about wanting to suck someone's dick, you get all jealous.
I wasn't trying to flirt. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Do you want a back rub?
I think me and the baby could use a rub. A little back rub, a little tummy rub.
Alright. I can't wait until we're back on Earth and we take a pregnancy test. By the time we get back, it should be,
Artie,
should be positive.
There's no doubt in my mind I'm pregnant. I
know, but
I have life growing inside of me. You have the best seed out there. My own son's seed is in me. Of course I have life. Feel it. Do one of those cute kissing things, like as if we were taking a photo for Instagram. Kiss my belly. Oh.
He is so sweet. That baby is going to be so loved.
What are you doing?
Shaan!
Yes, I...
Sure, we had no clue you made it.
Of course I made it. I said I would be here.
I'm so glad to see you, Shaan. We were starting to get worried. We had to take down Sunbury, the guard of the first level of hell, by ourselves.
You spoke with Sunbury?
Oh, we slayed Sunbury.
You slayed Sunbury?
I broke one of his horns off and rammed it through his soft spot over his heart and killed him, yeah. He said it would be hard and that I shouldn't have done it, but he wouldn't let us get through the circle without it.
That was Latricia's second biggest in charge. She's going to be very upset with you, Mr. Decapulate. If you think you're going to talk any sense into her, you just ruined every chance.
Well, I mean, fuck, I'm not here to talk sense into her. I thought we were here to get our baby back and bring this bitch to her knees.
Oh, you think you're going to battle Latricia and win? No.
Well,
You think
we just
no? I
battled
mean,
Sunbury.
it is impressive that you got Sunbury, but and this is a big but, Mr. Decapulate, like your wife's.
No, that is inappropriate.
Never mind my humor. You know, I fuck off,
not the
Mister.
time we're
Without
boys.
due respect, fuck off, and I'm going to take you to the staircase so we can go down to the next level and begin to find.
Now, I just want to say, we would not be able to get to this staircase if I hadn't killed Sunbury. So,
Congratulations, Mr. Decapulate.
now he was using potions. Do you know how to make potions?
Yes, I do. And I can teach you this skill to make potions.
What about fatalities?
Not in this level.
Oh, okay, so that's like something we got to get on like level 5 or 6.
Yes.
Okay, well, I think they're going to, let's get to the stairs. Get on this
Well, first
journey.
let me teach you how to do it. It is L1,
Okay,
R1, square,
Right.
square, triangle, circle, triangle.
okay.
Now, repeat after me. Do it again. Do what I did.
L1, R1,
Little faster.
square, triangle,
Little faster, Mr. Decapulate. Not...
X. Options.
Eh.
Did I do it wrong or something? I didn't get any potions.
Repeat after me. Do what I did.
L1, R1, square, triangle, circle, square.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Artie, let me do it real quick. L1, R1, square, triangle, circle, triangle.
We don't know what the password is, Shaan. Can you just give us some potions so that if, any of these other people give us a hard time, we can drink a potion?
You want to accept 10 potions in lieu of learning the potion? Yes or no?
Well, do we really need to learn how to make them if we're just going to use them in a couple battles? I'm just thinking if we only are going to use them, I don't plan to come back to hell after this. If we beat Latricia, I mean, I'm not going to need to know how to make potions unless they make a second game.
But at the same time, Artie, it's always convenient, what if we run out of potions by the time we get to Latricia? Then we're not gonna have anything for the big boss battle.
Is Shaan planning to leave us before the big boss battle? I mean, Shaan, you said you would be able to get us through anybody, so... as far
You're
as I'm
not going to
concerned-
get infinite potions for this, Mr. Decapulate. You will deplete your experience, your hell experience.
I don't give a shit about my hell experience. I just want to beat her ass and get the baby back and get back to Earth. Now, can you help us do that or not?
Yes,
See,
here
Brenda?
are the 10 potions. I'm sick of here. Let's go to the staircase.
Thank you.
We're going to the next level.
Every time you load a new level, it takes so goddamn long to load the next cutscene. Takes like a whole week to load a whole cutscene.
Yeah, and then what I don't like about it is that there's always that thing that spins in the middle. You just look at it spin, and it doesn't tell you how far in the loading process it is. It just
Right.
makes you sit
Or
there and wonder.
Or sometimes it'll just sit in the corner and say, loading ... loading ... loading ... And it's just like, come on, like, that's what I hated about Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Every time you get on another damn island, it would load another fucking postcard.
Yeah, and it really takes away from the immersive experience. It's hard to believe you're actually in Vice City when you just go to a frankly, little island.
Right.
Just a little island away from where you normally are. And then suddenly, It doesn't feel like you're in an immersive game anymore. A simulation, anything.
Exactly. They really lose it in hell. I mean, we're about to lose it here too. I mean, that doesn't load the second fucking circle of hell soon.
Here we are.
Well, this place looks a little bit more civilized. Now, this must be where all of the stockbrokers are buried in hell.
Correct. This is the financial district. Anybody who has ever, scammed somebody or, left them with large financial burdens.
Now, what are we doing here? We need to find somebody, or are we just trying to get to the next staircase?
I mean, we're trying to get to the next staircase, but there is something guarding it.
Well, let's see if we can get over to it and just see if we can sneak past it. I mean, shit. Let's do this beast mode. Let's be MLG.
We're no fucking noob, Shanky. Let's go. His plan is brilliant. Just like the man he is. Let's go.
Hold it right there.
We were already discovered. Artie, your plan did not work out at all.
Hold it right there.
Who are you? Can we get through, young man?
No, the name's Q-Nod.
QAnon?
Q-Nod. Some people call me Cunard.
QAnon, some people I'll call you Cunard.
That's your choice.
Listen here, you ugly motherfucker. We're gonna get through.
Oh, I didn't really think I was that ugly.
You're heinous.
Jesus, woman. God, woman, you are so mean.
Man, did you go to hell for being such a fucking crybaby? Go home and cry. Let us through.
No, it's because I murdered 13 children.
Let us through.
It's because I murdered 13
Oh
kids.
my God, this is the battle. We're gonna have to console you psychologically just to battle you? Or is that the battle? Is this one of those games, Artie? Is this the... Oh my God.
This guy is a joke. Maybe we can just, befriend him.
Okay, yeah, we can try that. Let's not even try to make enemies.
Maybe not that. Maybe this is one of those missions where you gain a person for your journey instead of an enemy. Who knows? I don't hear any battle music. Do you?
You know what? No, I don't. And Shaan has seemed to left us behind.
I just don't know why you had to be so mean.
Listen, I thought you were a villain.
No,
I'm sorry. Do you accept my apology? I'm so... Would a bad person be sorry?
Well, you do got a point there.
Would a bad person intentionally, try to fix things to befriend you just because we might need you later on?
Oh, well, I don't know. I don't got much social skills after I murdered those 13 kids.
You murdered 13... Oh. It's okay. I'm not gonna judge you.
Huh?
That's what Jesus would do. We're in hell for a reason. This place fucking sucks. We needed to be praising well, really Shaan, wherever his ass went.
Who are you?
I'm Brenda.
Brenda? What are you doing down here in hell? You're such a kind soul, Brenda.
Listen, Conan.
Uh-huh.
Me and my husband are on a quest to find Latricia.
Okay.
Do you have any clue where she is?
Oh, well, be honest with you, to tell you would be treason, but I'm willing to do it.
Artie, this guy's a sad sack of shit. We're his first friends he's ever made.
Well, just be careful.
He's already willing to commit treason for us. Imagine what kind of shit we can manipulate him into doing.
Yeah, you got to be nice to him. Make sure you choose the right responses.
Okay, so when we do this, we're not gonna have to, babysit you, are we? You can take care of yourself?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna be a good boy on the trip.
Okay.
Because what it is one thing you should know about me, every time I talk, I'm gonna sound different.
Why?
Well,
I got so many different personalities up in my head. 13 kids that I murdered, they're all in my head.
We got a crazy motherfucker. Oh my god, we got one of those crazy fucks.
Well, but here's what I can do. I'm gonna help you get down there, and I'm not gonna give you any hard time, okay?
Why would you have to specify that?
Well, because technically my job is to, give you a hard time.
So you
Well,
are
I'm
working
gonna
for Latricia. You're not...
Well, technically, I mean, duh. I was down here to stop you, but I'm on your side now. I'm on your side now.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you these keys, okay? Now, these keys are gonna unlock every gate that you need to get to between here and Latricia. Now, Latricia's gonna be on an 8th circle of hell. Now, they always say there's 7 circles of hell, but Latricia made an 8th circle, and that's where she lives with the Antichrist. I can only go so far, but these keys...
Can you not go through this door?
Exactly. I can't go down the stairs. If I go down the stairs, I'm ripped into a billion pieces.
I mean, how do you know?
You think Latricia was bluffing?
She could be.
You know what? You're the first person to believe in me. Take the keys, and I'm gonna run down these stairs, and if we get down to the bottom, well, just know I'm gonna be with you forever. And if I blow up into a million pieces, well, you were the kindest person that ever was to me. Yeah!
Thank God we have those keys in our inventory. Artie, I couldn't have done that. That man was just too much for me.
I can't believe he turned into a billion pieces.
I mean, she has the power to do that sort of thing.
Why did you make him kill himself? You could have just made him stay right there.
It ain't real, Artie. None of this is real. It's okay.
I guess you're right. It's all a metaphor, isn't it?
A metaphor it is.
Well, let's unlock the gate and see if we can meet up with Shaan on the next circle. Hello and welcome to MOATAIF. Recently, we didn't really plan anything to talk about. We've been focusing a lot on Artie and Brenda, because that's the meat and potatoes of MOATAIF. This is like the beef au jus gravy on the side.
Ooh, good option.
So sometimes, sometimes you get a big ass bowl of gravy, and sometimes Nana's only able to make so much gravy.
But it's all right because at least you got the main part of it.
Exactly, you got the meat and potatoes. I recently saw, and this is interesting to me, and I guess I just didn't think that this would happen. But this year, 2020, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia became the longest running live action comedy in history.
What?
Did you know that?
No, I didn't. But it has been on a really 13 years.
Yeah.
Season 14. Is that what they're on?
Yeah, or something like that. And they've got renewed for 3 or 4 more seasons through I think 2022.
Oh God, I'm not sure if I like this fact.
Yeah, I know.
Because it's they're okay. Say what you're gonna say, because I have some opinions on Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, now I want to say it was certainly a very good show at one point, but now the only reason there is the distinction between live action and short form is because for the longest time and still to this day, The Simpsons is the longest running comedy show. Period.
Is The Simpsons still on?
Animated? Yeah, it is. The longest running animated comedy show. And since they want to, be nice, they added, they're making more distinctions. And the longest running live action comedy show now, as of 2020, is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Is that always a good thing though?
No, not at all.
Because it's fucking stop with The Simpsons. Just stop it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just The Simpsons is mildly fucking entertaining. If it's on, I'll sit there and I'll watch it, and I won't want to die. But I might go. But I never bust out laughing.
Right.
ever.
Now, not this over this year, I've watched a lot of like the early, on Disney Plus, The Simpsons basically beginning to like solidly until like maybe season 11, and then I started picking and choosing every episode. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, that one sounds good. And
Right,
then all
because
of
at a
sudden
certain
I
point
found
it's like,
myself caught up.
really?
I haven't seen every episode by any means, but every episode that I'm interested in seeing, I've seen. And now when I want to watch The Simpsons, I go back and I'm just like, oh, well, I guess there's one I didn't watch. And sometimes they're still good, but it's like there's a lot of episodes that are just like, oh, this episode's about Mr. Burns. Why?
I guess they just ran out of ideas to do
Right.
episodes. Yeah, that's like, I'm noticing with Always Sunny in Philadelphia, to like loop it back around, they're really doing a lot of like, they're like experimenting with this latest season, and it's just like a lot of it doesn't work. And like they're like trying to put like people who you don't necessarily see together all that often, like fucking, I don't know, Dee and Charlie. Like,
Yeah.
let's do a Dee and Charlie episode. Or, I don't, you know what I'm trying to say? Like Frank
Right.
and Mac, like they don't hang out that often. Or like have like little episodes that are all focused on them. But I'm just like, Always Sunny in Philadelphia needs to end.
I agree with you. Ever since it moved to FXX in like 2013, that was really the death knell for what I thought was the death knell for me. But it's
I've
it's
enjoyed
still
it since
running.
then. There have been a lot of episodes I've like really enjoyed. I mean, I
Me
watch
too.
I watch
there's
every
a lot
season.
Of good episodes recently. I mean, not recently, but modern episodes like Electric Boogaloo 2 and
Right.
Charlie McDennis 2. That kind of thing.
But even those are
But-
probably 4 or 5 years old.
Right, I know. But I think it's in one hand it's certainly an accomplishment because any show wants to get to like there's like a certain threshold you have to meet before you can be available for like syndication, and they've certainly met that. I mean, that's certainly so like that's why Comedy Central now airs It's Always Sunny.
It does?
Yeah, because they're in syndication now. So like FXX has it. Whatever I just said has it. Comedy Central airs some episodes. Reruns, of course, kind of like they did with Family Guy.
Okay.
You'd see like Family Guy syndicated reruns, but then there'd still be new episodes on Fox every night, every Sunday.
Yeah, I guess, man, you know a lot about the TV industry, like how that, I never knew that's how it worked.
Yeah, it's something like 80 episodes. Like if you get to 80 episodes, you're eligible to be syndicated to other networks. And then like some shows, like shows like usually it's like daytime talk shows or soap operas. They'll be like straight to syndication. Like the Drew Barrymore show, she has a talk show, and like the Queen Latifah show, where they don't have any commitment from a network. They're just kind of like, we make the show and then these random networks buy it and air it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know how I honestly don't know how they get, because like it's kind of like a sweet deal, because like you get to make your show. Like, so it's like weird how it works. I mean, of course, and then a lot of times they'll still end up being only on a certain network, like CBS. Only airs around here at least. CBS is the only one that airs like the Queen Latifah show, but it's at like 11 a.m. on Tuesdays. You know what I mean? So it's like at a random
CBS
time.
airs the Queen Latifah show, but it's like entirely possible that CBS is like, no, we're done with that. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you pick it up.
Right.
Fucking like TBS,
Right. Yeah.
and then she might drop to TBS.
Yeah, absolutely. Or it might just end.
That's
It's
weird.
weird.
I would
Yeah, it's
never.
really
I would
odd.
never want to have that sort of deal.
Like I'm trying to think of other shows that are like straight. Judge Judy is a syndication show, even though it's only on Fox, and it's only been airing on Fox for like as long as I can remember.
Really?
It's technically a syndicated a show that went straight to syndication.
Yeah, because they do show reruns of it. Even on Fox, they'll show like old episodes a lot.
Oh yeah.
Like
Speaking of
3 or
Judge
4
Judy,
old
she's
episodes.
retiring.
I think she already did. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
the show's not happening anymore.
Yeah, I think they're like airing new episodes, but she's not. She has retired. Like they're still like churning out the episodes that she had recorded, possibly.
Damn, she must have recorded. I've always loved Judge Judy. I've always loved
yeah.
her style.
But I
Everything
read this
about her.
article. It was really interesting. I didn't know I guess I should have known, but she's also involved in the Hot Bench. She was the executive producer of the Hot Bench.
Really?
And she's planning, in this article that I read, to make guest appearances on the Hot Bench from time to time.
Oh, that's gonna be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, she
So you what? That would be so fucking funny. I used to love watching the Hot Bench on my lunch break at DSC Logistics.
Was it like always at the same time, seeing it was on?
Yeah, I took my lunch at 1 so that I could watch it, and I'd eat a fucking, one of those that we would have at Topre, one of those like vending machine chili dogs,
Yeah, that's like an acquired taste.
and sit there and watch my damn Hot Bench.
That's a real acquired taste right there. Those chili dogs. Ooh, I
good.
don't even want to think about lunch in a warehouse. Like, just thinking of that makes me fucking want to die.
I know, right? But I gotta be honest with you, I'm dying for one of those chili dogs.
You think we could, like, go to Topre and, like,
just-
get, like, you think we
No.
could just walk it? You don't think we could just waltz inside like we used to?
No, I would hope that by now that they've actually finished their security setup, and I would hope that we wouldn't be able to get onto the property.
You're right. It has been a couple years. If they didn't have a proper security setup, that's just fucking sad.
Right. I would like to drive by and like see what you could get into, but I almost feel like we would have to like go to the Sheehan Brothers vending company and be like,
Oh yeah, that'd be
your,
much easier than like trying to figure out a way to break into Topre.
just be like, we want to buy some of your chili dogs.
That'd be interesting to see if there's a Sheehan Brothers thing. I wasn't, this is just like a personal like conversation I would have with you, but why can't it be in the fucking podcast? Because I meant to tell you this. There is this place down in Columbus that I just saw on Reddit today that sells like discontinued Lego minifigs. Like
Are
that's
you
that's their specialty.
Wow.
It's called like Blockland or something like that. It's here in Columbus. I was like, we have to go fucking visit this
we're
shit.
going there for sure. That sounds awesome.
It said
But it
like
also
it's
sounds
like a
like it could
home
be-
owned thing or whatever. Like I don't know.
It could be awkward.
I don't think it'll be awkward.
I'd love to go to it.
I feel like there'll probably be a lot of people since it's around Christmas time. People want to like,
That's
oh,
true.
let's go get my kids some Lego minifigs. But we're just like, I want to see what cool ones they have. Like
Oh yeah. I'd
It'd be
love
fun.
to see what they've got. I can't even imagine.
But I think it'd be fun to have a 2020 retrospective on Topre. Because I think about that job a lot these days. Like, when's the last time you thought about working there?
Oh, recently, because I was thinking about Sweet Kelly.
Oh yeah, like we found Kelly there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I just, in the, I was watching a vlog that I made like 2 years ago, and I have footage recorded of people from Topre, and I watched it recently, and it just really brought me back, and it's just
Yeah.
like, I think it's like so funny to say like I had a, job as a security guard, and like how
Right.
awful of fucking security guards we were.
So bad. I liked working there though when nobody was there, and like when we would just hang out there, it was cool.
Yeah, when nobody was there and you were actually for like nothing happened most of the day. So if you're sitting there fucking doing something, it's not that big of a deal.
Right. And when I was like training you, and we were just driving around eating chili dogs, hanging out. It was cool.
That was cool as fuck. Yeah, it was cool when we could just roam around the building like wherever we wanted.
Right. We're just look at that shit.
Oh, hold on,
It was
Mike.
honestly creepy though, being in there alone. Or
Look at
even
those
just the
master
two of us,
builders,
just 'cause
dude.
it's
I
like-
loved being there alone. Like because when I first started, fucking Dennis quit. Like
Yeah.
Dennis got me the job, and then Dennis quit. So then for some reason I filled in for his hours, which put me for like a week like pretty much I think until I left there.
until you quit, yeah.
Working in the like very, very morning. And I loved those mornings. It was really fun.
Yeah.
'Cause it was just so relaxing. Like you just be outside. I mean, cold, frigid at some
right.
points. Cold.
And then once people showed up, I'm sure it was misery.
After like an hour, yep, people start showing up by the fucking boatload. Because for a lot of the time, they were like it's like an open construction site, so they were putting in the concrete and everything. And I had to wave through all of the fucking concrete trucks, one after the fucking other, and they're constantly leaving and then coming back with more concrete, just going back and forth, more concrete. There's like 10 trucks running at a time. And for some fucking reason, we had to move that fucking cone. We had to just put a cone in the middle of the road that everybody could just drive by. And in fact, a lot of people just sped around because they didn't care about it. And then we were reprimanded when the fucking hot shot fucking people running Topre were like, "You're not doing security." Or they're not Indian.
Right. That place sucked ass.
It's just, I fucking hate jobs that make you do stupid shit. Like your job, useless shit that anything could do.
Absolutely. And also jobs that don't give you access to the bathroom and don't let you have access to running water and don't want you to go inside the building to get a drink of water in the middle of summer.
Right. Yeah.
And if you use the then they'll put a porta potty out there because we got to use the bathroom. But then if you're in the porta potty, that's a no-go because somebody needed to get in the gate.
Right.
Somebody went around your gate while I was taking a shit. Like, I have to be
and then they
able to
legitimately got mad about it. Like they were actually mad. Like, dude, I got like lectured probably good 4 or 5 times there by random people. I wasn't doing my job very well at all. Probably about as good as you were doing it, but like I don't think you had to deal with as much people or like things coming in. But anybody who wanted to get in, they got in. I asked no questions. I don't know who they didn't tell me who not to let in.
Right.
So my job's to filter the people coming in, but they didn't tell me like who to let in and who not to let in. They only said like, don't let in salesmen.
Right. Right.
And then a salesman gets in because they're just like, hey, I'm here to visit this guy, and I'm like, he knows who he's talking about.
Right.
I'm just
like, okay.
I could pretend and just ask him like, what's your name?
And then you remember they would be like, call us if somebody's here for an appointment. We'd call them and they'd be like, what?
Yeah, right. They're like, hello.
I'm like, yeah, this is the security guard at the gate. Let him in. It's like, okay.
I told the other guy to I told the person yesterday to let him in.
It's like, okay.
It wasn't fucking relayed because it wasn't relayed at all because we kind of just half-assed talked to each other when the shift changed.
Because everybody just wants to leave.
Right, but for some reason there was always like conversations. There was maybe like a 10-minute conversation you had with the next guard. They might share.
They show up early.
Yeah, yesterday somebody came in driving a really nice car.
Like that.
I went coon hunting over the weekend and scared me up a cat.
Oh my god, that's such a good impression of Dennis.
Yeah. And he said something, and I said, "No, that's my cone. That's my cone. I moved that cone."
He would always tell me shit because he worked nights. He'd be like, "Yeah, yesterday somebody came in. I heard a gunshot, and I don't want to be in here when there's gunshots. I need cover or something. They said if I see anybody, I can't do anything. I can't carry a gun or a weapon."
I just remembered when you said the night shift, because Dennis Keys always worked the night shift, but before Dennis, my dad hired Dennis Keys, there was that other man that worked the night shift who was malformed and was called Sasquatch and would only let work on third shift because he was ugly.
He needed a good face for the company.
Right. He's like, and he legitimately said that as if his fat, pathetic ass was any better of a face for the company.
Right. No, not at all.
That guy who just had like a growth on the side of his face.
No, not at all. Oh, Dennis has a growth?
Dennis Keys, that guy, that Sasquatch.
Oh, Dennis
guy.
Keys did, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the people we interacted with, like, it was just such an interesting bunch there. Like, I feel like much more interesting than any other job I've had. And you've had more jobs like that, so you've met like the like real true blue collar types.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but I get, the people who won't make a job, and at Topre you worked alone, so
right.
I don't know.
What could you do?
I don't know. I really don't have actually much more to say about Topre than that. I thought I would.
And that's all I got to say about
We
that.
didn't work there that long. Like,
No, and then we quit. And abandoned the ship. I was thinking about that the other night too. I was thinking about that when we went to China Buffet to celebrate after quitting, and you waited, you delayed blocking Bob Reed for too long. I kept saying, you better block him, and then finally he got through.
and then I answered, didn't I?
I don't remember, or he texted, he said, why didn't anybody tell me that the
Oh,
gate
yeah.
was abandoned? Right as we're getting ready to eat dinner, which of course made you terribly anxious, as it would anybody. But, you know, I'm like, I blocked him. I didn't care. I was done with it. But I was thinking about that the other night, too, how I was like, you better block him.
I just hate doing that. I mean, because I guess in my opinion, I was just like, well, I didn't abandon post. I called him and told him I quit. I was like, I didn't abandon it, so I have no obligation to tell him that.
Right, and it had nothing to do, like, it seemingly, from your point of view, and should have been from his point of view, had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, no, right. You know what also pissed me the fuck off about that job is they would, like, when, like, that people would, like, bitch about me when I would still be there. They'd be like, is that fat guy still...
That was your last day.
Yeah, that was one of the... I'm just like, I'm not gonna fucking do this. Like, I don't want to be treated like scum.
You need to tell that fat kid to get up to do his job better. And you're, like, literally sitting right there. That was so ridiculous. I hated that job. I hated being disrespected. And I hated that Bob Reed's response was just, well, you're a security guard.
Dude, right. And dude, especially when I didn't get my last check. And you remember I had to have more communications with him.
Yep.
And I have the screenshots somewhere. I hope I still have them, but like I felt like that I was very savage to that man.
Oh yeah.
I don't really remember what I said to him, but I was really rude.
I remember his response was like, nobody's against you, dude. Like something like that. Like he was so stupid. That man sat there and waxed poetic for hours on end about his accomplishments.
Yeah.
Oh, ad nauseum.
And you know what I realized much later on about Bob Reed? Is that I always noticed his pupils. They were barely there. I was like, is this man even seeing me? Because it doesn't look like his eyes letting any light in.
Yeah.
And then I've learned recently that pinpoint pupils is a side effect of opiates.
Oh.
So I feel like he was on like a bunch of fucking painkillers. Because I always know they were like little pinpoints. Right. And I was like, what is wrong with this man? I mean, he probably had like surgeries because he was an old bastard.
Right, he's just sitting there fucking blitzed out of his mind going, yeah, I was a darts champion.
Right, he was just high as fuck.
And it took place at the bowling league where I also bowled 3 consecutive 900 games. It's like, Jesus Christ.
And then we're just sitting back like, oh yeah?
Right.
That's what I did. I'm just like, oh yeah.
I'm like, oh
that's
wow.
Cool.
That's crazy. No way.
Like I can't even pretend to be that interested.
Right. Like, wow.
I hate pretending like I'm interested in what people are saying. I can't do it well at all. So most of the time I just like won't like really say much back or whatever.
Right. It's just like let it die.
I have this woman I talk to at work. She's this old pathetic woman who like when I first started, you know, I didn't know what to think of her. I thought she was pretty stupid. Because it's like I would show her where something is, she'd be like, I don't think it goes there. You know, and she's just nobody trained her, but at the same time she can't figure anything out. Like her own like they assigned her to an aisle to put things away. She couldn't figure out how to stock items, how to find where they go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She had I kept trying to tell her, I was like, the honey mustard is not with the mustard. It's with the barbecue sauce because it's a dipping thing. Those are dipping sauces over there. But she'd be like, why wouldn't the honey mustard go with... I think it goes here. And I was just like, okay, this is like her first couple days.
Right.
I don't even know why I'm fucking doing any of this with her because I don't work for the same company as her. So I have no obligation to fucking talk to this woman at all or help her with anything in a business sense.
Right.
But, you know, over the last probably month, I've noticed that nobody likes her. And she gets disrespected all the time by the managers. And she's just a poor old stupid redneck woman. Plain and simple. She always wears this like camouflaged like coat, and her hair is like short, slicked back, greasy, with like wrinkles, cockeye. Like her, like whenever you talk to her eyes like cross or just do weird things.
Oh, no.
And she's kind of looking at you in different directions. But every time I talk to her, I'm like, I'll be like, how are you doing this morning? She'd be like, well, not good. And she always has like a different thing that's going on. Like, my blood sugar went up to 200 yesterday, and I kept trying to call my husband. He didn't answer his damn phone, and I was just freaking out. I'm okay now, you know. And she was just like, she always going through some fucking crisis. And this morning I like asked her like, how's it going? Because I hadn't seen her in like a week. I'm like, I hope she's not dead. But I was like, how are you doing? She's like, I'm sore. And I'm like, okay. I was like, what happened? She's like, car accident, hit head on in a collision with my granddaughter. And she just tells me this guy was texting and driving. I don't know why he tried to say he wasn't texting and driving. Like, police officer said he could have killed me. And like, she's just like,
oh my God.
I cannot get her. I am not interested in what she's done. This is where I'm going. I'm not interested in hearing all of this. And she just keeps going on about her life that's like very fucking depressing.
I'm sure.
But to her, it's like normal. It's just like, yeah, this is the drama that's going on. Oh my God. But I'm just like, oh yeah. Uh-huh. Like, how do people not pick up on the cue that like, just like, okay, let's walk away.
Right.
When that was a little conversation, that was small talk. Like, you're taking it to the next level.
Right. I've had that issue. I know more. The most iconic is Liam in Chicago when he literally was like, I have Asperger's, and if I'm annoying, you have to tell me because I don't get social cues. He's like, I don't have any social cues, so if I'm overstepping the line, you literally have to tell me. And then when we would tell him like, this is like crossing the line into like being inappropriate, he's like, oh, like he'd get offended. And
really?
Like, okay, like you what?
He'd be offended?
Oh yeah, like we'd be like, well, you probably shouldn't like go through our things when we're not home.
He did that?
Oh yeah, and he's like, oh, well, why not? And I'm like, because it's just like an invasive. Oh well, I didn't know. I'm like, oh, well, we're not like, yeah. It was hell. Chicago was hell, just like where Artie and Brenda are.
Didn't you cut all of his guitar strings off?
I think I just did one.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
I pissed in Daniel's shampoo. Maybe it was Liam's, and cut his guitar string, and I spit on Zach Felter's pillow.
Is Daniel the black guy?
No, that was Josh. He moved out.
Josh moved out pretty quick.
Yeah. They just can't clean.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, but he dropped out of college is what it turned out to be. He just didn't want to say that.
Aww.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, Zach Felter told me that he had overheard Josh on the phone to like his friend or his mom or something being like, yeah, I told my roommate last night he all ate up, which I thought was funny because I was just like being sympathetic because like
he all ate up.
That's what you do.
He's trying to say you're ate up.
Right, that he was moving out. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I was very excited when he
I remember you texting me at the time being like, fuck yes.
Right, I can't express how wrong he was about that. I was not ate up at all.
So another social cue that maybe he was just lying to his mom. He's like, yeah, my roommates really care about me, but I gotta walk away from this.
Right.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Like, at that age in my life, just going to live with these random fucking people. That sounds like a fucking nightmare.
It was hell on earth. Very much like what Brenda and Artie are.
Literally.
Next week, next episode, you might sense a difference in energy. Well, folks, for the first time in weeks and weeks and weeks, we're going to be recording in person, using the same mixer, one audio file. Wow, folks, it's going to be...
The editing will be incredibly easy.
It's so much easier, and we're building to a big head.
A lot in store.
So, folks, hang in tight there, and until next time, stay moat.
Stay out.
Maynard!